Welcome to my channel Maths Pursuit. Today we will look into the questions from the chapter called Statistics. Hello friends, may I request you to please click on the subscribe button below this video.
The given question is, during the medical checkup of 35 students of a class, their weights were recorded as follows. And the weights are given in a column as well as the number of students are also given in a column. So less than 38, number of students 0, less than 40, number of students 3, less than 42, number of students 5, less than 44, number of students 9, less than 46, number of students 14, less than 48, number of students 28, less than 50, number of students 32, less than 52, number of students 35. Now the question is asking us to draw a less than type ogive for the given data. Hence obtain the median weight from the graph and verify the result by using the formula. So guys, let us see how we are going to draw the less than type ogive curve as well as how we are going to verify our result. Now guys, as per the given question, we need to draw a less than type ogive for the given data, and we need to obtain the median weight from the graph, and also we need to verify the result by using the formula. Which formula? This median formula. So we need to verify the result using this median formula. So guys, let us look here to the screen. If you look here to the screen, you will see that I have posted here the tabular form of the data that is being given in the question. The tabular form of the data that is being given in the question I have posted here. Now the data that is being given in the question is the data that has been given in the question is this first column as well as in the third column. So these two things have been given in the question. The third column, if you look in the question, they have given this one as number of students, but this number of students is not the frequency. Why? Because if you see that these frequency numbers are not haphazard numbers. These are not random numbers. These numbers are increasing. If you look here, the third column, these numbers are increasing gradually. So that means this number is a cumulative frequency number. These numbers are the cumulative frequency number. As these numbers are increasing gradually, these numbers are cumulative frequency numbers. So for that reason, I have noted the given numbers in the cumulative frequency column, saying that these numbers are cumulative frequency number. And another check for the cumulative frequency, why this is a cumulative frequency number is, we very well know that the sum total of the frequency, let's say the sum total of the frequency is 35. Why I am saying let? Because just I want to prove that this is the cumulative frequency number. So this sum 35 should match with the 35. I have already told you that this last digit of the cumulative frequency should match with the sum total of the frequency. And the other check is that this, whatever is the sum total of the frequency, that number is always given in the question. Now if you read the question once, you could see that during the medical checkup of 35 students. So in the question it is clearly mentioned that it is 35. So for that reason, these numbers are cumulative frequency, and we have included these numbers as a cumulative frequency for our workout. Now guys, after getting the cumulative frequency, now we need to calculate the frequency. So let's see how we are calculating the frequency. The first number is 0. So I am putting 0 as it is. Now what I will do, from the second number 3, I will just subtract the before number. So that means 3 minus 0. So I will get 3. Now the third number 5. So from 5 I am going to subtract 3. From 5 I am going to subtract 3. What I will do? From 5 I will subtract 3. I will get 2. From 9 I will subtract 5. I will get 4. From 14 I will subtract 9. I will get 5. From 28 I will subtract 14. I will get 14. From 32 I will subtract 28, I will get 4. From 35 I will subtract 32, I will get 3. So after getting these numbers, in order to confirm, let us retotal this number, or let us add these numbers all together and let us see if we are getting 35 or not. So 0 plus 3 is 5, 0 plus 3 is 3, 3 plus 2 is 5, 5 plus 4 is 9, 9 plus 5 is 14, 14 plus 14 is 28, 28 plus 4 is 32, 32 plus 3 is 35. Now you could see that we got the sum total as 35. Now guys, we got the required things that are required for the ogive curve or the ogive curve. So here we are going to draw a less than ogive curve. Now there are again two more columns that we need to fill up. The first column or the weight column, we have given this name as the weight column because our distribution is regarding the weight, and the last column is about the cumulative frequency, which is the y-axis. Our weight column is the x-axis and last column is the y-axis. Now we are going to put these figures in our x-axis or in our y column: 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 52. So these are the things that I am going to put in our x-axis, that is 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 52, 50 and then 52. So these are the numbers that we are going to consider in our x-axis. So that means our x-axis is going to represent the weight of the students, and y-axis we are going to consider all those numbers that are in cumulative frequency column. So I'm just going to copy and put these numbers as it is: 0, 3, 5, 9, 14, 28, 32, 35. So guys, we got the required details we got the required things in which, or we got the required things for drawing the ogive curve. Now with the required things in place, let us move ahead and draw the ogive curve. Now guys, let us look here to this screen. I'm going to post the ogive curve in the screen here. So if you look here to the screen, you will see that I have posted the ogive curve. This is how our ogive curve will look like. This is how our ogive curve will look like. So let us have a look to the ogive curve that I have posted here on the screen, and we could easily see how our ogive curve looks like. So this is our ogive curve. Now in our x-axis, as I told you, we are representing weight, and in our y-axis we are representing cumulative frequency. And the top of the title says that this is less than ogive curve because we have taken the less than. As per the question, we have considered the figures or distribution as a less than. Now guys, let us cross check the figures. Our first figure is 38, x-axis is 38 and y-axis is 0. Then we have 43, then 42, 43, and then 42, 45, 44, 9, 46, 14, and then we have 48, 28, 50, 32, 52, 35. So these are the things we have. So let us check here. The first item or the first figure is 38, 0. So for that reason, you could see that here the first figure is 38, 0. So this represents 0. This is the weight. So this is 38 and this is 0. 38 and 0 because this coincides here itself. This is the 0, this is the 0, and this is 38. So it coincides here on the x-axis. Now after finding the first figure, the second figure is 43. So 40 and 3. So here you could see 40 in the x-axis and 3 is from the y-axis. Then the next item or the next figure is 42, 5. The next item is 42, 5. So this is 42, 5. And then we have 44. Then we have 44, 9. Then we have 46, 14. Then we have 46, 14. This is 46, 14. Then we have 48, 28. This is 48, 28. And then we have 50, 32. Then we have 50, 32. You could see here clearly 32 and 50 clearly here. This is 50, 32. And then we have 52. Then we have 52, 3. So 52. So then we have 52, 35. Then we have 52, 35. This is the 35. And here 52 will fall. If you look here, 52 will fall here. So these dots are, suppose these are 52, 54, 56, 58, and finally we have 60. So each dot represents the two additions. So 50 plus 2 is 52, 52 plus 2 is 54, 56, 58, 60. Similarly, all other dots also represent two additions. Now, how to draw the ogive curve? The question asked us to draw a ogive curve and find out the median. So this is the ogive curve that we have drawn, and you could see that the ogive curve goes from bottom to the top. As I told you earlier, the less than ogive curve always moves from bottom to the top, whereas the more than ogive curve will move from top to the bottom. So here you could see the less than ogive curve move from bottom to the top. Why? Because it depends upon our cumulative frequency. Why? Because it depends upon our cumulative frequency. And you could see that our cumulative frequency also gradually increased. Our cumulative frequency gradually increased from 0 to 35. 0, 3, 5, 9, 14, 28, 32 and 35. As this is a less than ogive curve, our cumulative frequency also increased from a lower number to a higher number. For that reason, our curve is also increasing from a lower number to a higher number. This is what from a bottom to the top. For that reason, you will always see that a less than ogive curve will increase from lower part to the top part. Now guys, how to draw the ogive, how to draw the median, how to find out the median from this ogive curve, that this is what is being asked in the question. Now how to draw? We need to find out n by 2. We need to find out n by 2. So let's see how to find out n by 2. We know that, what we know? We know that n is equal to frequency. We know that n is equal to sum total of frequency, and we know that our sum total of frequency is 35. So I can write n by 2, or n upon 2 is equal to 35 upon 2, or that is equal to, I can write 17.5. So now we got n by 2 as 17.5. So 17.5, let us identify 17.5 from the cumulative frequency, axis, that is y axis. So here it is 15, 16, 17. So this is 17.5. This particular dot is 17.5. After identifying 17.5 in the graph paper, it would be very easy to draw this 17.5 from the graph paper. After identifying 17.5 point, we need to draw a parallel line with that of the x-axis, and our parallel line should stop when it touches this ogive graph or the ogive line. When our parallel line should stop, when it touches the ogive line or the ogive graph. When our parallel line stops at the point of where it meets the ogive line or the ogive curve, then we need to draw a perpendicular line to the x-axis. So this perpendicular line is the median. This perpendicular line is the median of the given data, and you will see that this median we will get as 46.5. You will see that if you use graph paper, you will see that this median will be 46.5. And as I told you, each division here is, for example, let us see. Here this one is 42, this dot is 44, and this dot, there is a dot here, this dot is 46, and this one is going to be 46.5. This would be more clear if you draw this graph on a graph paper. Now guys, we found out the median. We found out the median. How much we found out? We found out the median is 46.5. Median is equal to 46.5. Now, after finding out median is 46.5, we need to prove using the median formula. After finding out the median is 46.5, we need to prove using the median formula. So let us find out. We know that a median formula is equal to, or I can write median is equal to L plus n upon 2 minus cumulative frequency upon frequency into height, into class height. So we need to identify the lower limit of the class, we need to find out the cumulative frequency, we need to find out the frequency, and we need to find out the height. So in order to find out the lower limit of the class, let us represent the given data again in a tabular form. Now let us look here to the screen. I have again inserted, or I have again posted a new tabular form of the given data. You will see that I have posted here a new tabular form of the given data. Now if you look here to the screen, you will see that I have posted here the new tabular form of the given data. Now guys, we need to identify the median class. If you remember how the median formula we use, we need to find out the median class. And how to find out the median class. Once we find out the median class, then it would be easy for us to go for identifying the cumulative frequency, and we can use these things in the formula and we can find out. Now what is median class? So let us find out the median class and let us do our workout in identifying the median class. Guys, the sum total of the frequency here is 35. The sum total of the frequency here is 35. Now we know that what we know that n is equal to sum total of the frequency, that is equal to 35, or I can write n upon 2 is equal to 35 upon 2, or I can write n upon 2 is equal to 17.5. So what we got? We got n upon 2 is equal to 17.5. Now from this n by 2 we are going to identify the median class row. From this n by 2 we are going to identify the median class row. Let me note it down here. N by 2 is equal to 17.5. Now the median class row is that row where the cumulative frequency is higher than 17.5, where the cumulative frequency is just higher than the 17.5. If you look here, the cumulative frequency is here, it is 14 and the next figure is 28. So 14 is less than 17.5. So definitely that is not going to be the median class. Here 28, this particular row is going to be our median class row. The 28 cumulative frequency, where it lies, that particular row is going to be our median class. That particular row is going to be our median class. So we need to highlight the row as usual. If you have seen my last videos where I have shown how to find out median using the formula, this is how we need to do. After identifying the median class, we need to highlight that particular row. Now the corresponding cumulative frequency from the median class, that is 28, we need to consider the cumulative frequency just before the median class cumulative frequency, that is 14. This 14 is going to be our cumulative frequency for our calculation. This 14 is going to be the cumulative frequency for our calculation, and this frequency, the median class row, the frequency in the median class row is going to be our frequency that we are going to consider for the calculation of median. And this lower class 46, this lower limit is going to be our L. This lower class limit 46 is going to be our L. So all these things, L and F, we are taking it from the median class row. And let us find out the class height. If you see the upper limit minus lower limit, we will see that our class height is 2. 46 minus 44 is 2, or 38 minus 36, it is 2. Now after getting all these figures, let us now put these things in the formula. Or before putting these things in the formula, let us note it down what we got. We got n by 2 is equal to 17.5. We got h is equal to 2. We got cumulative frequency is equal to 14. We got cumulative frequency is equal to 14. We got frequency is equal to also 14, and we got L is equal to 30. We got L is equal to 46. We got L is equal to 46. So these are the things that we got. We got L is equal to 46, F is equal to 14, CF is equal to 14, H is equal to 2, and N upon 2. N upon 2 is 17.5. Now we know median class is equal to, or median formula. Let us put these things in the median formula. So I can write median is equal to L plus, here L is 46 plus, here L is equal to 46. So 46 plus n upon 2, that is 17.5, minus cumulative frequency, that is 14, upon frequency, that is 14, into class height. Into what? Into class height. Class height here is 2. Or I can write median is equal to, 46 plus 17.5 minus 14 is 3.5. 3.5 upon 14 into class height, that is 2. or I can write, what I can write, or I can write median is equal to, or I can write median is equal to 46 plus 3.5 into 2 upon 14, or I can write 46 plus 3.5 into 2 upon 14, or I can write median is equal to 46 plus 3.5 into 2 is 7 upon 14, or I can write, what I can write, or I can write median is equal to 46 plus 1 upon 2, because 7 upon 14 is 7 1 is 7, 7 2 is 14. So what we got, 1 upon 2. Or I can write, what I can write, or I can write median is equal to, or median is equal to 46 plus 1 upon 2 is 0.5, or we can say median is equal to 46.5. So what we got? We got median is equal to 46 upon 5. This is what we got. And from the graph, if you remember, we also got the median as 46.5. Hence, the median that is calculated. So our concluding answer, hence the median as per the graph, hence the median as per the graph, or as per the less than ogive curve, matches, ogive curve matches to that of the calculated median, using the formula. Hope guys you understood what I did here, but still if you have any questions or confusions, please reach out to me in the comment section of this video. Definitely I will get back to you once I see your comments. Guys, if you really like my videos, please subscribe. If you really like my videos, I would request you to kindly subscribe and also let your friends know. This will motivate me to create similar videos in the future. Thank you. Bye.